Hello.
I'm here with Ivy Mabuk.
This is Yasodhara, Romero, Fernandes.
And we are...
Talk to the Entities facilitators.
Yes, in the Netherlands.
And Yaso did a wonderful intro and Talk to the Entities beginning class. And basically we wanted to have like a Facebook Live, what happened in that class. It wasn't just all about talking to ghosts.
No, it wasn't. And I was just telling Evie, there is such a level of peace after this class in my world. It's like, and I heard some people say it in class also, like the healing part of allowing yourself to include everything you're aware of. It was just magnificent.
Yes, animals, entities. We included in the class entities. We included ourselves, the facilitator, the animals that were in the room, and even a painting.
Yeah, oh my god, the painting. There was a painting that was just talking, and that was just facilitating entities into people's realities.
Yeah.
Which was just like mind blowing.
Yes. And it also, it was very healing for the person in the body, in the class, to let that go. And it was also very healing for the entity to, have a different choice. Again, instead of that same thing that they are stuck in, that they're doing the same thing all over again, not knowing that they're dead and not knowing why they keep doing that,
or just wanting to be. And that's funny, if you watch this movie, maybe we just do it like this for a second so you know how we look like for real.
We look like this. I could do this.
Maybe it works now. I'm gonna be like that. So if maybe you're on this group and you have taken classes, or you have seen the website, if you've you read blogs, and maybe not at all. So Talk to the Entities is truly about starting to acknowledge what you know and allowing also the invisible to live, to be part of the whole, and to contribute to you, to your life, and to other people. And one of the things that struck me also really in these 2.5 days is how, hi Denise, how important the body is. Like, we are embodied, and the more we are present in our body, enjoy our body. What I got this weekend, and it might be a very interesting point of view, and maybe my point of view will change, but the more you're actually willing to be with your body, acknowledge your body, be present with your body, the more you will have ease to receive the awarenesses, and also to communicate and to know what to do with all the energies around you that are often entities in whatever form.
Well, I love this, because this is one of the entity awareness. How can you tell you're aware of entities? What are your signs and symptoms? How often does your body, because we are blah, 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 we don't want to see it, we don't want to hear it.
It hurts, oh, it's uncomfortable.
And then it goes to your body, and your body is well, something is up, and it can show in so many ways, somebody had problems with breathing. I sometimes have suddenly my knee hurts, and I'm oh, this is interesting, this pops up. If you have a sign coming up in your body, and it's intensity and it's pain, and you assume it's something different, maybe you ate something weird, or you're getting old, or something is up with you, and you buy that, you are not getting the awareness that maybe there's a lot of entities who would like to contribute to you in your life, and maybe your business, to your body,
or someone else around you, because that's also some things we've seen. If you have the capacity and they know it, even if you don't want to know it. Hi Sandra, hi Jennifer, hi everybody.
Hi.
They will actually maybe come to you to be facilitated into a connection or something that still has to be done with other people that you maybe have access to or will have access to. and the level of peace with all the participants when we really lowered the barriers and went into question and no conclusion. So nowhere conclusion, but just keep asking, okay, is it this or is it something else? What do you want from me? Just as we would talk together, like, okay, so what do you require of me? And not constantly go into conclusions. It's just so amazing what can like show up. Like the opening that will show up if you don't go into conclusion about whatever it is. It's like, wow.
Because it can be something very simple, like we are alive and we're in a body and we might have issues and we can resolve it, but when you're dead and you don't have that physical body anymore and there's still like some issues, you wished you could have told your wife that you love her, or like, you know, all these unresolved things, that can be healed with talking to entities, with using the tools to, you know, let somebody go off and have a new life, and you have peace here right now on this planet too.
Yeah, and it will maybe not only heal for you and for them, but like actually for everybody who's energetically involved with that. And we also, like, you know, when you're a parent, like everything that's actually not healed in you might just energetically like create something in their worlds. So yeah, it was actually a fucking amazing class, right?
Yes,
The
and
willingness from everybody to show up. We had 2 cats in class, and like these like animals and kids are so willing to facilitate. So we had a cat that seemed to like pass over. Like, and I was at a certain point like, what is that cat doing? Like, are you dying, dude? He wasn't. He was just showing us like, hey, there is an entity here that wants to communicate. And the minute we actually got that, and we started like taking over, the cat could just go and like be itself again. So animals will often also, and I have had another thing this week with an animal that had symptoms of dying and like going to the doctor and doing all kind of investigation on the body, and the animal was probably just aware from somebody that was thinking of killing themselves and being somewhere, but they only found out days later. So the gratitude of asking questions and truly wonder what's going on when your animal, for example, does like weird stuff that it wasn't doing before, and not going to, oh, maybe it's old, maybe it's time to go, but it's like really like, hey, what are you doing? Are you facilitating? Wow.
so what happened to the dog after you asked a few questions, Yaso?
The dog, actually, I receive some message of the owner every day. The dog is doing better, and it's so funny because like, or it's funny, yeah, I actually think the willingness these animals and kids have to just facilitate with no point of view whatever needs to be addressed for a greater possibility, I think that's so amazing. Because probably like, I don't know if I would be that willing without a point of view, and then just like once you get the awareness, they just change it immediately and they move on, like without whining, without going into a story, without like going back. No, it's just like, okay, it's changed to get it, thank you so much, now I can live again.
And even like for people that had like
Hi! Wait a minute, we have to see Lorelai. Hi!
we see a bit of
Wait a
your
minute, like, let's see if my finger is... Oh, no, we can't see it. Why is that?
well, even like the dog had like was picking up on somebody wanted to die, but how many of us, you know, as people living in bodies, think that we want to die and we don't want to live anymore, and we are actually aware of maybe entities who kill themselves, entities that are still around and still have like that point of view that, oh my god, I don't want to live anymore, things are hard. I'm definitely one of those people that picked up those thoughts very easily and thinking that I just wanted to die. And yeah, and if you're like, oh, do you really want to die, or are you just really, really aware of all these voices from these entities around? Because when they die, they don't suddenly see the light and get clear and get happy. They still have like that same stuff when they were living. So yeah, what if like asking a question, like for example, who does this belong to?
Yeah.
Is this mine?
Yeah. So, wow. It's amazing. And now we're at the sea and like also like nature. Like, the contributions can be. So thank you so much, Shannon.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Thank you, Shannon, and Talk to the Entities, Jules.
And thank you, everybody. Like, actually,
And this
choosing
group?
this group, but like everybody, like, and it doesn't matter if you take a class or not. I like would suggest like people, if you have some capacities, because it just makes things so much more ease, and you will start like not only for Talk to the Entities, as you say, Lorelei, but also like if you stop getting into points of view, stop getting into conclusions. Hi, Susanna. You will start seeing that so many parts of your life can start changing because you are in allowance of everything, and you don't go anywhere in conclusion. It's just like, hey, what is this? Oh, this feels uncomfortable, or oh, this is fun. Like, what is this? Oh, this is a fun, and like this is a fun energy. Okay, is it an entity? Is it something else?
Yeah.
The more you have no more significance on anything, the more gets possible.
Like one of those things, like is like when you're scared, like you go into that feeling, like are you scared or are you aware of the unseen world, and if you don't make it significant,
it's awareness.
Yeah. What if it's just awareness?
And also, if you have a lot of ease, that like for me, so much has changed. Like even more ease, and even like more fun, but also like the more you use these tools, like who does this belong to, or what else is possible, the more the universe will start showing you and your body what you are actually capable of. And what if that's actually the thing?
Yeah.
It's like you have something available for this world to create a different reality, and maybe and like for me, even like every class I give, I discover something about me, about my body, what it's capable of, and I'm like, whoa, can we do that too? Awesome. What else can we do?
Yeah.
So every time you ask a question, what else can I? What else is possible? You will start getting information about you, about your capacities, about entities that are around that want to contribute, that want to show you things.
Yeah.
So
you start to like really trust you and get out of doubt and get out of the wrongness of you, which is so cool. Like, what if you always know, you always knew, and
even if you don't know, you still know something. So when you start asking like, hey, what is it I know that I don't know at this moment, even that can start, like, it's as if a veil gets uncovered from your knowing, from your being, from your perceiving, so you can start receiving the gift you are and everything that wants to contribute to you.
What if it's not about entities?
No.
Or just about entities?
Hey, but we got something to party, right?
Yes.
And you might hear more of that, but we're not going to say anything more. And so Evie is also like a brand new intro facilitator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're going to give
intro classes too. Yeah, in the future. I haven't planned anyone, but they're going to start soon as well. So I'm really excited about that possibility. To get that out there for everybody.
And she's fucking amazing with houses. So if you're anywhere in the world and you got something you know needs to change in your house, or you want to change in your house, like this lady has a capacity with looking at stuff, with just cleaning your house. And I don't mean only like this, but just like changing
cleaning
energies and stuff. That is like, wow, I just love that about you. So, Evie Mabuk.
and yeah, so amazing Talk to the Entities classes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, and there are like many of us around the world.
Yes.
So,
yes.
check
You
it out.
go to talktotheentities.com and you go to the facilitators, and we have how many facilitators right now?
I don't know.
A lot.
lot.
Like a lot. All over the
What
world.
would it take for you to choose it too? So we got more.
In every language. Yeah, and we're always... Talk to the Entities is always looking for Talk to the Entities facilitators.
With bodies.
With bodies.
So we're going to go. It's time for some champagne.
Yes.
And thank you so much for watching this. And have fun.
Yes.
Yay, so happy for you. Yeah, we're going to Glorious Adventures. Wait you and all the spaces here.
Love cleaning, yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Thank you all. Oh, how do we... Oh, here.
Here.